Hi, my name is Kelly Miners. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and moved to Kansas City in 1993 to attend college at Rockhurst University. I then had a fulfilling career practicing as a sports medicine physical therapist in the KC metro area since 1999. In 2012, I went back to school to attain a PhD from St. Louis University and then taught at my alma mater, Rockhurst University, for 8 years. I eventually became a tenured associate professor and chair of the Department of Physical Therapy and Exercise Science. In October of 2021, I became sick with a mild case of COVID. It was a mild enough case that I worked from home all week. About day 7 after testing positive, I began to develop stroke-like symptoms. I was unable to walk, talk, I had uncontrollable body movements, and severe confusion. After that, I spent a full year lying in a dark, quiet bedroom, unable to handle any sort of stimulus. I was diagnosed with long COVID, POTS, encephalitis, immune system abnormalities, and found multiple organ damage, including my brain. According to Mayo, I'm in the most 1 to 2% of most severe long COVID patients they have seen. Prior to this, I had no high risk factors for becoming sick as I was. I was extremely active, and my passion was exercising. 3 years later, my seizures and migraines have improved, but I'm still bedridden and sofa-bound most of the day. I navigate my home using a power wheelchair and only leave the home for necessary medical appointments. I'm still unable to work, listen to music, read, stand longer than 5 minutes, walk, or care for myself. During the very severe days, the first year of my illness, I was unable to walk, speak, read, express my emotions, follow a basic TV show. The light and sound sensitivity were so severe that I was constantly in a very dark, silent room. During my time in that space, I came across some basic acrylic painting supplies that I had in a closet that my son used during the homeschooling months in 2020. Even though I was unable to control my hands enough to grasp a pencil or a paintbrush, I began painting by laying on the floor using a shower squeegee to layer paint onto a canvas. The process was incredibly slow, as one swipe of paint would trigger seizures, and the recovery from that would wipe me out for days. Despite this, I continued painting as a way to communicate and process my loss. My first piece, called Groundhog Day, took 9 months to complete and was composed using a shower squeegee and acrylic paint. I soon discovered that painting offered a welcome reprieve from my suffering. Each painting was created with emotional inspiration related to my long COVID journey. After each brushstroke, because my brain capacity would only allow a few brushstrokes a week, my family would place the canvas in my bedroom. Instead of suffering in bed thinking about my illness and what I had lost, I would instead start planning the next few brushstrokes. Painting kept me hopeful for the future and offered a therapeutic way of dealing with my profound loss. In August of 2023, 22 months after I became sick, I finally improved enough to look out of a window. My light sensitivity was so severe that I lived in complete darkness with blackout curtains on every window. Even the light from my phone or TV screen was painful and intolerable, and being able to look outside or sit in a lit room provided further inspiration for my painting. Though the stimulus from going outside was still too much on my injured brain, I would dream about venturing outdoors again. Prior to long COVID and my brain damage, I did not associate myself as being creative or artistic. My profession was science and memory-based, very different skills than what creative people seem to naturally possess. Over the past year, I listened to many podcasts recording by artists giving beginner artist recommendation on creativity. I've noticed the repetitive theme on ways to reduce creative blocks, such as inducing boredom. I'm not sure if it's the hours, days, weeks, or years of laying in bed without stimulus that induced a creative portion of my brain to begin working, or if the actual structural brain damage causes my brain to function differently. Regardless, I'm thankful for my newfound passion I found in painting. Because of the location of my brain injury, I have great difficulty dealing with accessing emotions and translating them into verbal expression. Painting, however, allows me to access complex thoughts and emotions that are otherwise inaccessible. Some of my more powerful paintings came from a place of deep despair and or joy and hope. Since long COVID has taken all of my previous coping mechanisms like running and lifting weights, painting has become an essential element in my extremely slow recovery. Art has saved my life. To see more details about my long COVID or artistic journey, please see my website, www.kellyminers.art, or follow me on Instagram, kellyminers.art. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen and view.